Hello there, my name is Ksenia Sirotinskaya, and this is my before testimonial for the 60-day P-Memory Challenge. In this video, I'll try to cover where I come from, why I decided that I actually need memory improvement, why I chose P-Memory course for it, and why the 60-day challenge in particular. So growing up as a kid, was always a straight A student. Studying was always easy for me. I never really thought about whether it's hard or not because it wasn't. I did all my homework in between classes during the breaks, never really spent much time on it. Graduated high school early, went to college, same thing in college, graduated with honors. Everything seemed fairly easy. Subjects like math were very easy to me because as long as I could understand the material, it was memorized. However, something like history with a lot of dates and not so much necessarily flowing logic to it was much harder to memorize. Then, didn't really think about my memory, didn't really need it to concentrate on it. When I was working, I had to learn a lot of new stuff, but usually, you just Google it, you do it, you forget about it the next day, it doesn't really bother you. Till, I started kind of concentrating on it. Why don't I remember it? Why do I have to keep rereading the same thing over and over and over again? Why doesn't it just stay there once I learned it? Especially once I did it. I realized I couldn't remember what I did a couple of weeks ago, or recalling the exact dates or even months of exactly when I went for this trip or that trip was a little confusing, or what I had for dinner a couple nights ago, even simple things like that. Having a cell phone, recorded all the cell phone numbers in there. Now if I needed to remember a phone number, I couldn't do it. As a kid, I remembered all the phone numbers by heart, and I actually still do remember those numbers. So I started looking into different memory courses and read a lot about it online, and P-Memory just jumped at me, mainly because of everything that I read about it made sense to me. It explained how the brain works and why this is the method to go with. It just made perfect sense to me. So I purchased the course about 3 years ago. Unfortunately, I only took about 5-6 classes. I didn't get disappointed in it by any means. It was actually just my own falling that I didn't go through with it. It was excuses of why I don't have enough time and that I will do it later. And, all this time I kept thinking about how I really want to finish it and just never figuring out the time to do it. So this is where the 60-day challenge comes in. That pressure, that accountability is what basically makes me thrive in everything. So that's why I chose to do this. Just the idea that in 60 days I can do things that I cannot do now is absolutely amazing to me, and I can't wait. I wanted to learn French, I wanted to learn Italian languages, and I still haven't done so. I have the language courses. I tried a little bit, then I would forget. I even studied German in college. I actually took 3 years of German, and I probably do not remember even one phrase at this point. So this is why I want to do the P-Memory course. Do I think it's going to be challenging to do it in 60 days? Yes, but it's a good type of challenge. It's actually nice to put a pressure on yourself and to commit to something and then actually see yourself succeed. So this is it for now, and hope to see you here in 60 days, and we'll see how that goes.